Amish farming in Wisconsin, so I did this first. See that?
Oh, see that.
And then I put it in color.
Do you do that every time?
No, I don't.
That's a good exercise.
It would be good if I did, but I don't.
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever done it.
Oh, yes,
And
yeah.
it is, I think it's a real help.
Sure, yes.
Cool.
I mean, it serves the role of a pencil sketch, really.
That's cool.
Well, yeah.
But I've felt that in watercolor now, so I think I'm one step closer when I do that. So, that's a little bit there. The waves, waves that are rolling in. Got a bunch of them here. There it is. Okay. That's kind of a dark picture, but it gives us an idea here to work with. So if we had a point of land here, just as our point of reference, and see how the angle gets steeper as you come to the foreground? Then as you go back, the angle changes, and then way out here it's level. That is critical for perspective, because your vanishing point is somewhere out here. See the vanishing, it all comes together, and your vanishing point's right there. And if you were looking down the shore, you'll have a second vanishing point back over here. So anyway, yeah, it's just a matter of looking at what's there and trying to imitate that and its angle. See how that opens up just like that? And then I'll take a round brush. Here's a reflected cerulean blue, yellow. You know, there's various colors reflected right in there. So you could take the time to do all of that. I'm going to just jump right into the waves. And that photo got really extra dark. I usually don't start out that dark. I can always go darker, so we go light to dark, but I'm going to just put in something that's approximately that shape. And move along here like that. And you'll discover it's not as miraculous as it looks. And you just can't give up on it. Like so. This one's wider than the others. And then now when we move back farther, the water's deeper, it's not so much waves that are rolling over, but still just the ripples. The thing to have done first here would be to do those light colors underneath, the yellows, and then the blue, let it totally dry, and then do this over the top. That would be the best and most correct way to do this.
But you can do it this way?
I'm doing it this way because our workshop time is short.
So you won't put the yellows
So
in, you mean?
I will do it in another way that's faster, but I wouldn't recommend that.
Usually light and
Light to dark. So the yellow, I look at that, I'm like, my lightest is that. My next lightest is the yellow there and right down in here. The next will be the blue. So I'm going to paint that first. Then my middle values are some of the clouds. Clouds in there, some of the waves, and my darks, of course, are the land and the middle parts of some of these waves. So let's get to some of this. Like so. There, and as it goes back, those two are the same. I mean, it's like a black silhouette. Don't do that in the painting. That won't be real good. So I'll make the distant land lighter in this one, like that. Okay, and then if I would have done this in the correct order, I would already have. Oops, fell off the chair. Lean it over. That would be. Get that on video?
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
Please has to be happy once in a while.
Yeah. So certain yellows, like cadmium yellow, is not a good yellow to use when you want a nice, transparent, glowing, golden look. It turns to mud if you go over it with another color. But your transparent colors are Winsor yellow and Aurelin. Aurelin is the most transparent. I might have it right here. Here's Winsor yellow. That's this one. And anyway, so let's just say we had some of this down here already. So I'm just going to go in between the wet, dark areas and drop some of this in. In that line of sunlight through there, I should have saved a white band down here, but I think we can still rescue that out of here, more or less. And up in the sky, you know, we're going to have a light area. It's white like this. So a lot of this is trial and error. You just give it a try. Doesn't work. Turn the paper over. Start again. There might almost be some reddish color on each side of that, just slightly. So let's exaggerate that a bit. It's your painting. Doesn't matter. That could be kind of fun. Let's throw a bit of that in the sky. Just a few spots here. And then we've got some cerulean blue. So to answer your question on the paint a little bit more, you definitely pay for the
good stuff.
professional grade.
Yeah, especially with the oil
Yeah,
paint, too.
I mean, it goes way, way up. So like a tube of cobalt blue is 25 bucks or so, 20 bucks. It's up there.
But it's so pretty and it goes on thick.
Yeah, it's, if you're gonna really do it and sell a lot of work, you really kind of have to do that. So. All right, so I'm leaving a few white specks here and there just to, now there's other things to study, like the waves going this way. And once this dries, you can add some of those in there. You can add some when it's wet to kind of give that illusion that that's happening. But you kind of get the general idea there.
Mm-hmm.
And the clouds in the sky, you know, you can suggest some of these in there. And the darker you make what's around it, the lighter and brighter the light becomes. So if you want to paint light, you generally have to paint dark. There are exceptions to that, but see how when that gets darker, all of a sudden that sunlight comes out. Let's go over this purple, this red a bit. And now we can go in and just accent. A touch of this with some additional dark here. It's kind of a deep purple, but
Ooh,
it'll give us
pretty.
the idea. See how now everything else lightens
Yeah,
up in
when you do that
relationship
dark.
to it. Yeah, it's kind of a fun thing to do. And maybe there's sand on the beach here, and we could just suggest that that's the case, like that.